42-year-old woman who was shot and killed by his boyfriend, who is a police officer at Eldorado Park Police Station. Well, we were told that he also shot himself, but he is in hospital under police guard. But right now I'm here with the community members, and they say that they are tired. They want justice for the young lady. But right now I'm with one of the community members to tell us more about this. Thank you so much for your time. Can you please tell us, how do you feel about what's happening here, the issue of gender-based violence?
The gender-based violence here is very strong, ma'am. And what happened to just now, it's sad here, and I wouldn't like it to happen to anyone's child, you see. And what...
See, Nigerians, let me tell you something. Did you hear what happened? A reporter addressing a woman as a he in South Africa. That one aside, let us leave it. Anybody can make mistake. But then again, listen to what they are saying. Gender-based violence. All these things are still centered on bad leadership, right? And then South Africans will have the nerve to come to us, to come to my comment section to now tell me that we are doing this, that is wrong, the government is not. We are not talking about government. I've always told you that me, I am standing for Nigerians, not for government. So if you want to come for us, bring things like, okay, these are things Nigerians do. We are not talking about the government, because a politician can come and go. After 8 years, they are gone. Highest he will stay is 8 years. Except he decides to do tenure extension, which will not happen. But even though it happens, of course, there are other ways that he will leave the power. What happened in Cameroon? Didn't their president stay for 40-something years when I was not even born? When my mother was not even thinking of giving birth to me? When my brother that I'm next to is not even born? Like, that man was in power. At the end of the day, he died. So if I expect that if South Africans want to come out to talk, let them address the criminality, the insecurity in their own place. But you know what? They will come and say, hey, Boko Haram. Every small thing, they'll come to my community. Because you people have come to a point where you think you know Nigeria so much, I am ready to dig for you people. I'm not even digging. The funny thing is, I'm not even digging. And the things are coming. Like, they are just sending me these things. I'm not digging much. I'm not even doing too much. But I'm getting everything I need to get. When I told you that your country is the highest in crime. Somebody said, a South African said the whole world. But I used to say in Africa, they are number one. In the whole world, they are number 3. I didn't even know that they have gotten to number 1. Because he was born and he grew up in South Africa. So he can tell you this firsthand. But when they want to talk about Nigeria, oh God, you will not believe it. Let's listen to the eyewitness.
Every time when it happens, when a cop shoot a child, then he gets away with everything, you know. But we want justice for Chesney, you see. And I hope that the cops can work with us, but now the cops work against us, not with us. And each and every one of us are scared to go to a cop, you see, now, because of these happenings. And yeah. So, yeah.
And the police minister, they've mentioned that they will try and solve this and keep this scourge of gender-based violence. What is it that you'd like to see?
You see, there's a lot of shooting in Eldorado Park all over in the colored areas. We like for that to stop. Understand? We don't just want people to just talk. We want action. Understand? Because you can just say, I want this to stop. We're working on it, but then you just don't do anything. Understand?
Is it not the same thing we are passing through? The government will tell us we will do this, they will do this, they will not do. That's the same thing. In fact, South Africans are going through a lot because their own daylight robbery is not happening in Nigeria. In Nigeria, it's as in you can see pockets of insecurity, pockets, because it's not like, but in their country, you will see things, you'll be wondering, where am I? And they say a 42-year-old Eldorado Park police officer allegedly killed his girlfriend on the 27th of December. This was like just 2 days, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, that he unalived his girlfriend. So we don't know the reason, and he tried to take his own life. He tried to unalive himself, and he didn't, go. You can imagine, oh. Then this kind of people with all these things happening in their country, they'll come and tell you Nigerians are this, Nigerians are that. See, if a police officer can go to this level, then tell me what kind of country that is. Let's continue.
So we just want them to act out and not talk. Understand? So that's how I feel about everything like it's happening here now.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. Okay, I'm gonna bring in another community member. Thank you so much for your time, Sissy. Can you please tell me, how do you feel about what's happening
see
today?
See the environment.
The issue of gender-based violence in our country.
See the environment.
Gender-based violence is a big problem in our country. This was a big shock to us. One of a 22-year-old being killed by a policeman. It hurts as a community, and it seems like it's just being brushed off again. Because I've watched something on the news and they talked about it for a few seconds and just moved on. It's not something you can move on from. It's something that will carry with us from generation to generation. We want this thing to be sorted out.
Thank you so much for your time. Well,
this is why
you can see that the Minister of Sports and Arts and Culture, Gayton Mackenzie, is also here to check on the family, just to pay his condolences to the family. But the community members, the neighbors, they are here to pay their condolences as well to support the family.
To support the family. See, it's just so sad that these people, on a daily basis, they go through these things and then they will come and hide under my comment section to act like they are very okay. Nothing is happening. This one called, it says, still don't believe this. This one say, oh, Chesney, since don't believe. This one say, I wonder what did she do to make this guy angry. This one say, genuinely think you need to go back and read what you commented. You look dumb. His behavior is not excusable, and people like you are part of the problem. This is when I like to read from South Africans. You will laugh. This one said, thank God it's not KZN rather. This one said, yo, when will this unaliving end? This one say, will never end as long as the government remain useless. Okay now. Hey, this one say, he spoke in his language. This one say, eating is a problem. Really? This one say, what do you mean she was home? Okay, cheating is a problem. That's what he wanted to say. This one say, what do you mean she was home? Okay, meaning that some people are saying she must have cheated. Even if she cheated, can't you move on? Why is it that men love to cheat, but when they cheat on them, they will not be crying? I don't understand. And this one say, what did Christ brought here in South Africa, guys? What did Chris brought? Who is Chris brought? Okay, this one say, this reporter's English. Exactly. How do you all get these jobs that do? This was you. His BF. That is where I thought I was the only one that listened. Thank God some other person pointed it. This one says, everything you enter at Eldorado Park is at your risk, your own risk. He said at your own risk. So now the park, I don't know what they are going to do with it, whether they will close it down or what. This one say, this reporter doesn't want to be here. This one say, why is political parties involved? This one said, his boyfriend. She started crying, meaning that it's supposed to be her boyfriend. And this one say, how did this lady get this job? South Africans, they are trolling their own. This one say, may God have mercy on us. So this one say, what did the girl do? This one say, no killing one is a right to kill. You don't have the right. That's what the person is trying to say. This one say, South Africans needs God. So many killings of women and kids. This one say, 22 years and 42 years. Let me keep quiet. Exactly. 22 years, meaning that the man is 20 years her senior. Whoa. That's a lot, man. This one say, yes, rather keep quiet. Koi. This other person say, sick evil world. This one say, this December is called shame is too much. This one say, what did she do? Another person say, so he unalived her child. He unalived her child, 42 years, 22 years. That person in his first or second born child. This one said, daddy is 42 and is allowed it. Why? This one said, double her age. My goodness. This one says, South Africa spirituality, something is off. What is happening to our men? Why are they doing such horrible things to our women and children? This is getting out of hand. Okay.